Hello, I am Pramod Kumar. Today in English grammar, we will study reported speech. Right? The format generally he said that. Right? So, what is reported speech? Suppose Ram says, Ram says, I am not feeling well. Right? So, if I tell that thing to somebody else in the same words, right? I say, Ram said, I am not feeling well. This is called direct speech. Ram said, I am not feeling well. And if I am communicating that thing to somebody else in the same words as spoken by or as said by Ram, so I am saying, Ram said, I am not feeling well. That is direct speech, because what I have done here, whatever Ram said, I have expressed as it is. Ram said, I am not feeling well. Now, there is another way of saying this thing. Another way. How do we say that? Ram said that he was not feeling well. Right? So, the meaning of both the sentences is same. But here I am speaking the same words as spoken by Ram. I am telling somebody else what Ram said. That is direct speech. And if I say it in my own words, not exactly the words as spoken by Ram. So I am telling Shyam, Ram said that he was not feeling well. This is called reported speech. So, what is the difference? In the reported speech, the main verb is generally past. Right? And usually the other part of the sentence is also past. So here in direct you will find this is present, direct speech. But when you go to the reported speech, usually the main verb is in the past and other part of the sentence is also in the past. Ram said past that he was not feeling well, past. Right? Now, when we use reported speech, the main verb of the sentence is usually past. Ram said that he was not, and the other part of the sentence is also past, usually. Ram said that he was not feeling well. Ram said that he was not feeling hungry. Ram said that he was going to play football, like that. Okay? Now, generally, the present form in the direct speech takes the past form in the indirect speech. So it becomes was, right? Then do becomes did. Sorry, I should write it like this. Is, was, has or have had, do or does, did, can, could, will, would, like this. This is a direct speech, and here it is reported speech. So generally the present in the direct speech takes the form of past in the indirect speech. Is, was, has, have, had, do, does, did, can, could, will, would, direct, present and reported past, right? Now let us compare certain sentences so that we can make a better idea. So suppose we are three friends, right? Ram, Shyam and Mohan. There are three friends, Ram, Shyam and Mohan. So Ram says certain things. Ram says, my father is well. I am going to learn to swim. My brother has left his job, right? Let us take these three sentences. Ram says, my father is well, I am going to learn to swim, and my brother has left his job. So, when I have to say these things in the reported speech to somebody else, so suppose this is Ram, I am Shyam, I am telling to Mohan. So what I will say, how I will say this? Ram, Shyam, Mohan. Now Shyam is going to tell Mohan what Ram said. So it will go like this. Ram said that his father was well. Well means good health, no problem. I am going to learn to swim. Ram said that he was going to learn to swim, right? And third one, my brother has left his job. Ram said that his brother had left his job. So this is direct, this is indirect. Okay? Reported. So here you will find is, was. I am going to, was going to. Had left, had left. Right? So this is the change from the direct to reported. Ram, Shyam, Mohan. Ram said these things and I am telling these things what Ram said to Mohan. Ram said that his father was well. Ram said that he was going to learn to swim. Ram said that his brother had left his job. So, up to this, I think your idea is clear. Okay? Now, let's go to something else. What is that? Past simple. Let's take certain sentences of past simple and how to deal with them in reported speech. Past simple, what we can do, we can in reported speech, we can change it to past perfect also, or we can allow it to stay as past simple. Let us take Ram said, I woke up feeling ill. So, I didn't go to office. Ram said, I woke up feeling ill, so I didn't go to office. So, one way of putting it in reported is, Ram said that he woke up feeling ill, so he didn't go to office. Right? So here what do you find? Ram said, I woke up feeling ill, so I didn't go to office. Past simple. Reported. Ram said that he woke up feeling ill, so he didn't go to office. Reported speech, past simple. But the same sentence we can express in past perfect also, like this. Ram said that he had woken up ill, so he hadn't gone to office. Right? This I am not writing again, I have written do. Sentence is the same. Ram said that he had woken up ill, so he hadn't gone to office. This has become past perfect. Past perfect, right? So it can be written both ways. Next is what? In reported speech, we can leave this. If we don't want, we can leave this also. That word we can leave. We can keep it also, we can leave it also. So it becomes like this. Ram said he was not feeling well. Ram said he woke up feeling ill, so he didn't go to office. Ram said he had woken up ill, so he hadn't gone to office. That we may keep, we may not keep. Right? Now we go to the next. It is not always necessary to change the verb. Not always necessary. Suppose I am giving a statement, right? And the fact given in the statement is even today it stands, it is true, it has not changed, then no need to change the verb in the indirect speech. Right? See, it is not necessary to change the verb when we use it in the reported speech. Suppose something has been said, something has been spoken, and what is happening? It is still true. It is still true. Then we need not change the need not. It's not necessary that we change the verb in the reported speech from present to past. Okay? So let us say Ram said New York is more lively than Tokyo. Ram said New York City is more lively than Tokyo City. Then what has happened? When we take it into reported speech, we need not change the verb. Let's take that. Ram said that New York is more lively than Tokyo. So here what is happening? The verb doesn't undergo any change. Why does it not undergo any change? Because New York is still more lively than Tokyo. There is no change in the situation. Ram said New York is more lively than Tokyo. And when we change it into reported speech, this is direct. This is direct speech and this is reported speech. So you will find the verb doesn't undergo any change because New York is still more lively than Tokyo. But if there is a change in the situation, if there is a change, or if there is a difference between what was said and what is really true, we must change the verb in the reported speech. Once again, what was said, and if it is still true, if it continues to be true, then we need not change the verb in the reported speech. Need not change. Ram said New York is more lively than Tokyo. Direct speech. When we say this in reported speech, Ram said that New York is more lively than Tokyo. Reported speech. Verb remains in the same form, not changed. Because New York is still more lively than Tokyo. There is no change. But what we need to be careful, in case what was said and what is the real position now. If there is a difference between the two, then the verb in the reported speech must undergo a change. Right? What was said and what is the real position. If there is a change between the two, difference between the two, then the verb in the reported speech must undergo a change. Like, suppose there are three friends, Ram, Shyam, Mohan. In the morning, Ram is walking. So he meets Shyam. And Shyam tells Ram, Mohan is not well or Mohan is ill. Ram is walking in the morning. He meets Shyam. Shyam tells Ram that Mohan is ill. But in the evening, Ram is going out and he sees Mohan playing football. Right? Morning, Shyam told Ram that Mohan is ill. But in the evening, Ram finds Mohan playing football. Then what happens? Ram says, I didn't expect to see you. I didn't expect to see you, Mohan. This is Ram is saying, I didn't expect to see you, Mohan. Shyam told me that you were ill. Right? So, in the morning when Ram met Shyam, Shyam told Ram, Mohan is ill. Mohan is ill. But in the evening, Ram finds Mohan playing football. So what is happening? Ram says, I didn't expect it to see you, Mohan, telling Mohan. Shyam told me that you were ill. Not you are ill. Here is. So, here is where. Mohan is ill, you were ill. Because, why past has been used? Because there is a difference, there is a change in what was said and what is the real position. What was said was that Mohan is ill. But after a few hours, Ram finds that he is playing football. So that is not true. Right? What was said earlier by Shyam regarding Mohan is not true. So Ram has to use where. You were ill, not. Because right now, Mohan is not ill. Right? Once again, Ram, Shyam, Mohan, three friends. In the morning, Ram meets Shyam. And Shyam tells Ram, Mohan is ill. In the evening, Ram is going out and he finds Mohan playing football. So Ram tells Mohan, I didn't expect to see you, Mohan. Shyam told me that you were ill. Is where? Because why here we have not used you are ill? Because Mohan is not ill. He is playing football. So there is a difference between what was said and what is the real position. So when there is a difference between what was said and in the real position, then the verb in the reported speech must undergo a change. That I have put in bracket because you may not write it or you may write it. Okay? Now we come to say and tell. What is the difference between say and tell? The rule is tell somebody, right? But We don't use say somebody, right? But we definitely use say something to somebody, right? Say something to, so tell somebody, say somebody no, tell something to somebody. And then tell is also used for ordering, right? So here we will talk about Sonia told me that you were ill. Sonia told me that you were ill. So what is happening here? Tell somebody. Sonia told me that you were ill. Tell somebody. Here we don't say Sonia said me that you are ill. Right? So when we say who you are talking to, we use tell. When we say who we are talking to, we use tell. Sonia told me that you were ill. Tell somebody. Right? Now, here, now we come to say. Right? What did you tell the police? Right? What did you tell the police? We don't say what did you say the police, right? Because here what we are doing in these two sentences, we are saying who we are talking to. Sonia told me that you are ill. We are talking to somebody. Told me. What did you tell the police? I am talking to somebody, asking him what did he tell the police? He or she tell the police. Now, otherwise, we can use say. How do we use say in the same sentences? Sonia said to me that you were ill. Right? Sonia said to me that you were ill. That what do we do? Otherwise, here we have used told. Right? Tell, told. And now we are using say. Sonia said that you were ill. Sonia said that you were ill. Here, this is not there to whom we are talking. Right? What did you say? When we are talking about say, not tell the police, what did you say? We are not asking what did you tell the police. So, when we are saying Sonia said you were ill. Sonia said you were ill. So here we cannot use Sonia said, Sonia told you were ill. Sonia told you were ill. No. Same way, what did you say? What did you say? So, since here we are not telling the police, we are using the word say. What did you say? Right? But we can also say something to somebody. We can also say something to somebody. And how is that? Ram said goodbye to me and left. Ram said goodbye to me and left. Say something to somebody. What? Say goodbye to somebody, me. Here we can't say Ram said me goodbye and left. Ram said me goodbye and left. No. Right? We say something to somebody. So here Ram is saying something to somebody. What something? Goodbye. Who is somebody? Me. Ram said goodbye to me and left. So this is the way to write, say something to somebody, right? Now tell and ask, where do we use? Here we knew say and tell. Now we are going to tell and ask. So when we talk of tell and ask, tell is generally used in order and ask in request, right? Suppose I am not well and the doctor comes and the doctor says, doctor, take 5 days rest, right? So I can write like this, I am not well, a doctor comes and sees me at my home and he says, take 5 days rest. So I will write like this, the doctor told me to take 5 days rest, right? So this is something like an order. Now right now I am studying and some boy is shouting. So I say don't shout, right? Don't shout. So how do we write? I told the boy not to shout. So here also it's some sort of an order. Then we go to request. Ram told me, please don't tell this thing to anybody else. So what do I write? Ram asked me not to tell this thing to anybody else. Ram asked me not to tell this thing to anybody else, right? So I hope you found it easy to understand. In case of any difficulty, you may please approach me on my email ID, which will be there at the thumbnail to the video. Thank you very much.